Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? All right. I'm going to tell you about a moment, the profound moment in my life. It was when I came to Christ. And it all deals with 4 blocks. Okay, you saw the movie 16 Blocks. Well, this happened in 4. And but before I get started, just a little bit about my past. I was raised traditionally Lakota Sioux, and I was brought up in a broken home. Mother's alcoholic, broken family, and never really experienced what love is about. It was skewed, and I never really knew what it was. And so, with that being said, it sent me off into life. I was just a little confused about who I was. I went into college, and things fell apart rather quick after about a couple of years. I don't think I think I was incapable to face trials and temptations. You know, when you grow up in a broken home and you've never really experienced love and never really had support, you're afraid to face things. And when I had to face certain trials and temptations, I fell. I fell hard. So there I was. I was lost. I was alone. I was bitter. I was angry, and it seems like I was set apart. And I think basically I did it myself because I wasn't happy with the person I looked. When I looked in the mirror, I wasn't happy with what I saw. And so I was walking around, fumbling around in the darkness for quite some time. And of course, there's other people out there knocking me down. And after a while, when I get into this night, I got knocked down one too many times. And for for the first time, something rose up in me that must have been from the pit of hell. And I've never walked with such malicious type of intent. You know, I've never been the type to rob, steal, and stuff, but I had been knocked down one too many times on this day, and I stood up, and I was, in my skewed sense, I was going to make things right, and I knew right where they were, 4 blocks away. And so out the door I went. Of course, I'm in a mess. My head's not straight. I'm in addiction. I'm drunk. I'm a mess. Stink, you name it. But I'm going to go to redeem myself, right? And so I head out on this walk, and my conscience, we call it a still, quiet voice, was calling to me, telling me, let it go. Just let it go. I'm fighting it. I'm holding on to this hate, bitterness, solitude, loneliness, and I'm holding it all. And I'm walking. I reach the 2nd block, and it's like, just let it go. I'm not letting it go. No, it's been too long. It's been 10 years. I'm holding on to everything. And, you know, when you're holding on to all that, of course, you form your own barriers, you know. You can't let, the Spirit's not able to come in when I'm holding that. But He's right there. He's calling to me. And I reached the 3rd block, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I know they're not ready, and then I know something drastic is going to happen. And it's telling me, this is the line. You can't cross this. Don't cross it. Something terrible is going to happen. And I'm on that last block, and about that time, it starts raining. It starts to rain, and it comes down pretty hard. It always rains in life, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, but it's raining. For me, it's profound. It's very profound. I grew up traditionally Indian, and it's a bunch of significance with rain. It's life-giving. It's purifying. It's cleansing. It's all this, right? And it stops me. Stops me not a half a block around the corner from these people, and it stops me, and I look up, and I just put my hands up, and something happens. It's just something happened within me, and literally, I let go of everything I was holding on to, and I felt like liberated, for lack of a better word. You guys saw Shawshank Redemption when he crawled through that tunnel and came out the other end, and he was freed. I felt every bit of that and more. I felt more than that. And the shivers going to my spine thinking about it. And I broke down right there. And I turned around from everything that I was in, the mess I was in. And I turned around. I did a 180. I turned around, and the great thing about it is, I have no doubt that the Spirit came into me at that point in time. And I was into just about everything. Smoked 2 packs a day, addiction, addicted to all types of things. And it wasn't a matter of trying to quit at that point. It wasn't a matter of trying to quit because I never even had an urge to try to even smoke again, to even look at that life again. I turned away from everything at that day, and I knew I just needed to manifest and grow that spirit and just spend time with him. And at that point in time, I left my work, I left the relationship I was in, and I came to the Bread of Life mission. Thank God for the Bread of Life mission. I was able to just put everything down and just grow in him. And it's because of him. I can face tomorrow. I look forward to things for the first time in a long time. I have hope again, I know I'm loved, and I'm ready. I'm ready for tomorrow. Thanks, everybody.
You guys don't go too far now. Robert is our volunteer coordinator. Could you imagine can't imagine a better experience than meeting Robert down there when you're a volunteer coming down. What a believable story. Praise God. Yeah, he says, come on down and meet him. And I believe, I don't want to lose Robert because Robert's going to stay with us, but I believe one day Robert's going to be pastoring a church to his people. Huh? Right back there. Yeah, you better want to stay here. If you can bring him out here to the Northwest, that would be better. Okay. Love you guys.